biter at the very end, thanks to Connor Barth, or should I say no thanks to Connor Barth, because he missed, okay? What's going on, y'all? 5 Sports all back at it with another video talking some Bears as they lose to the division rival, the Detroit Lions, 27-24. They lost at home, but as has been the theme all year, if you guys are new to my channel or if you guys are not familiar with my Bears videos because I'm a Bears fan, this season we are not looking really for wins. I mean, we are looking for wins in a way, but we are looking more for development and progress here. So, am I mad that the Bears lost this game? Yeah, I am. But is it the end of the world? Of course not, because this means our draft position gets better, okay? But whether or not the Bears win or lose, there's always key takeaways that I like to take away from the game, right? And that's the main thing here is the wins. We know the Bears are not going anywhere this season, and for them to make the playoffs, I mean, yeah, it would be great as a Bears fan. You always want your team to win, but we all know they would not be a serious contender, and the goal is always to win a Super Bowl. So, with that being said, what are the key takeaways from this game for the Bears? What did I see? What did I like? What did I not like? And what can we expect moving forward? So, of course, we have to talk about my boy Mitch Trubisky, who, again, had a great game. And you know what? I am tired of people just looking at the box scores and saying, oh, he was pedestrian, he was average. Folks, Mitch Trubisky, just please, I'm telling you, watch the games, watch the tape, watch Mitch, and just don't look at the numbers because there are a lot of things that don't show up on the box scores, okay? And he went 18 for 30 today, 179 passing yards and a touchdown. Beautiful throw to Adam Shaheen. You guys are going to be hearing about that connection a lot. So I loved that from Mitch Trubisky. And, of course, 53 rushing yards, including a clutch run on 4th and 13 that set up that game, possible game-winning field goal in which Connor Barth absolutely barfed that field goal. I believe it was like a 46-yarder. Very makeable. I know it was like pretty cold in Chicago at Soldier Field, but my God, he was not even close. He was absolutely, completely wide right. Connor Barth, this is another thing here, okay? The kicker hasn't been mentioned a lot for the Bears, but ever since they got rid of Robbie Gould, the Bears management has not done an adequate job of replacing Robbie Gould with a better kicker, okay? And that is the major issue here because Connor Barth has been getting away with being a pedestrian to below average kicker. And today showed you he can't even hit a 46-yarder for the game winner when, like I said, even though it was pretty cold, it was not like there was huge winds. It didn't seem like, you know, the ball was just sailing every single time. Like I said, this was a very makeable field goal, and for the Bears, I think they need to replace Connor Barth. He is just not the kicker for the future. You need to find a replacement for him. And today showed you why, okay? But, again, that's kicker. But they do win and lose games. Connor Barth lost his game today at the very end. Let's talk about Jordan Howard. Love seeing him get back on the right track. 15 carries for 125 yards and a touchdown. This was the perfect game to get Howard back on the right track with the weather and with, you know, Trubisky having to throw in this weather. Howard just pounded the rock, just pounded the Lions defense, and was able to gash them for yardage after yardage. Folks, Jordan Howard is a stud. The verdict is out, okay? We all know this. He is a building block for this team. And I am going to talk about Tariq Cohen, who also had 9 carries for, I believe, 44 yards and a touchdown. He had that touchdown on a sweet pitch to the left that Dow Loggins called. Like I said, folks, a lot of people have been bashing me for liking Dow Loggins. I don't hate the guy because sometimes his play calling does tend to be pretty creative, and I am a fan of that. And there are other times where his play calling is absolutely awful. So he has, like a lot of people, his good and his bad. So I don't mind Dow Loggins. Like I said, he was able to get Cohen involved. I've been begging for the Bears to get Cohen back involved. Howard is our lead running back, but Cohen is our best playmaker, period, okay? He is the best player that we have in space. And let's talk about the receiving core, right? Dontrell Inman, the guy we got from the Chargers, I believe he was their 6th receiver. He's led the Bears in receiving 2 weeks in a row. And this is pathetic. 3 catches, 43 yards. So, again, we are looking at what can we utilize from these games to look forward to long-term wise. And obviously, the numbers for Mitch Trubisky don't pop because he does not have players to help make it pop, okay? And I'm talking about, of course, the receiving core because, like I said, Dontrell Inman, 3 catches for 43 yards, led the team in receiving, okay? So Mitch has to spread the ball around a lot because he does not even have a true, not even a true number 1. He does not even have a true number 2 or 3, okay? This is just a bunch of, journeyman receivers on the Bears. Now, I do like Inman. I think he can be a starting receiver, but a number 3 or 4. Nowhere is he sniffing a number 1 receiving status, okay? So, offensively, Shaheen, I like him. Howard, stud. Cohen, stud. Inman, he has potential, but I do not want him to be a number 1. He cannot be a number 1 receiver. And Mitch Trubisky, like I said, athleticism, accuracy, poise in the pocket. Playing in Chicago, you got to be able to, throw the ball like with a supreme accuracy. And not only that, to be able to cut through the wind and throw darts is a big part of playing in this division in the NFC North. And you see guys with big arms tend to do better in this division. And you cannot have a weak arm. And Mitch Trubisky showed you today that he has all the tools. And folks, I am sold on Mitch. I have been sold on Mitch. And every game he keeps proving to me that he is the right quarterback for this team. Let's talk about the defense. I said a couple weeks ago when the Bears defense was on fire that this obviously would not be able to be held up, which is causing 2, 3, 4 turnovers a game. And that's the main thing here for me because you can't expect the defense to do that every game. And lo and behold, the defense did not show up, especially in the end of the first half when they gave up 2 touchdowns. Matt Stafford threw for about 300 yards, 2 touchdowns. Marvin Jones just absolutely flamed the Bears DBs. And that's the thing. This is where the offense needs to be able to put up points because the defense cannot cause turnovers every single game. And, of course, over here, like I said, I don't expect the defense to play this bad every week, but they still did have a couple of good moments out there. All in all, like I said, there are pieces on this offense that you can keep. But, again, play calling-wise, going back to John Fox, going back to Dow Loggins, Vic Fangio, John Fox is the guy that I've been calling for that needs to go, and Dow Loggins is inconsistent. It was surprising to me that a lot of the guys that, were carrying us this game were not on that final drive, I believe, in the final couple of minutes in the game. I wish the play calling was different. So coaching staff-wise, John Fox has got to go. I'm still sticking by that. But development-wise, Trubisky, Shaheen, Howard, Cohen, maybe even Inman, I like these pieces for the Bears. And you know what? Looking forward to their schedule. They play at Philadelphia next. I want to see how they look against possibly the best team in the NFL. You're at home against the 49ers. Maybe you can get a good win there against a bad defense. Mitch can probably put up a good game against them. At Cincinnati, at Detroit, then at home against Cleveland, then at Minnesota. So a good mix of good and bad teams for the Bears coming and moving forward, and we really get to see how Mitch performs versus the really solid teams versus the really bad teams, and we'll really get to see who belongs on this roster this year and moving forward, and what really are our weaknesses. Safe to say we already know wide receiver is clearly our biggest one at this point, but we'll get to see our other ones as well. So let me know what you guys think about the Bears, about their performance today, about Mitch moving forward, about the coaching staff. Has your mind changed on pretty much anything is what I'm trying to ask. Leave a comment down below. If you guys enjoy these videos, please make sure to subscribe to this channel. I post videos every week, and please make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and as always, please subscribe.